Hey guys, it's Bethany here and welcome back to another video. Today we are doing part 2 of our Sims 4 Pinterest build, speed build. And like I said, this is part 2, so if you haven't watched part 1, it's not completely necessary, though I would recommend it. And I'll link it down in the description. We are currently working on one of the kids' bedrooms upstairs. This is a 2-story house, and I'll just go over some quick facts about it just in case you didn't watch the first one. So I would describe the style of this house as farmhouse or New American, or as I said last time, if Joanna Gaines from Fixer Upper wasn't currently using shiplap. It's got that kind of vibe. These people, I would imagine, are pretty wealthy. Like, you're about to see the amount of theming that's being put into their child's bedroom. So they can't be too poor or anything. This is the Delaney family. I did create a family for them, even though I don't know why I didn't show them in the video, but I'll just quickly describe them to you. We've got Craig Delaney. He's the dad, and he is conveniently Craig from Dream Daddy, like Kelsey in her BuzzFeed 100 Baby Challenge uses, and that's like her dream guy there. So I found him while I was just going around the gallery looking for some inspiration for a family, so we decided to use him, and by we I mean me. And so Craig is married to Shanna, and she is a creative type. She's an artist. You'll see in their bedroom coming up, she's going to have an art studio, and she's just overall supposed to be like a really good mom. And Craig is athletic. Of course he is, because he's Craig. So there are going to be some workout equipment added to the house. And we are currently working on Nadia's bedroom. She's the middle child, and she is very into archaeology. I think she wants to be a paleontologist. You can kind of see the safari archaeology theming in the bedroom there. And I can imagine, I think she's probably like the favorite child, because look at the amount of theming in the items in her bedroom. She has a swing hanging from the ceiling. So I have headcanon that she is the favorite child. All of the kids out of the 3 have their own bathrooms, along with the master bathroom upstairs in the parents' house, plus a powder room downstairs. So this house actually has 5 bathrooms. Lucky them. And it is no small house. So like I said, they're probably pretty wealthy. This is based off of a Pinterest house. We are on to the toddler's bedroom. His name is Grayson, and he kind of just has like a animal themed bedroom. He is just like a little toddler, so he probably generally likes bears. He saw his sister Nadia's room and maybe wants to mimic her and wants to be just like his big sister. So that's kind of where we were going. I am going to change the wallpaper a little bit, and I just have a headcanon that the mom, since she is an artist, painted both the sisters' Nadia's bedroom with all of the jungle theming, as well as the clouds that are going to end up in here. So I just thought maybe she would have hand painted those as a show of love for her kiddos. I also think this room probably would have been her art studio plus combined extra bedroom before Grayson came along. So she probably did some repainting whenever he was born for the nursery. And then something I mentioned last time in the last video is that we use a whole bunch of custom content here. I'm not shy about using CC. Like I said, 2020 is bad enough, and custom content makes me happy. So that's what we're going to do. I use more of it downstairs, but I do end up using wall paint, furniture. All of Nadia's room is basically using the Tiny Twavelers pack from Felix Andre and Harry, and I'll link all of the major CC that I use down in the description. And then I have pretty much everything that Peacemaker has ever made in my game, and I used a whole lot of it in this house, so I highly recommend if you are into CC. It's some wonderful Maxis Match textures most of the time. And I definitely recommend it for your game. We're using a cute little lion rug. I just think it's like it's a toddler's bedroom. It's not supposed to be like that styled. I assume that it's going to be a little bit more stylish. The mom's like a very, very styled person, I guess. I can't think of another word for it. This bathroom is probably my favorite out of the house. It ends up being super bougie, and where the shower is doesn't really make sense, so don't worry about that. But I wanted to use that shower, so that's what happened. And obviously this would have been an extra bathroom, a hall bathroom, before the toddler came along. But there's a tub in there. Every bathroom in the house has a bathtub, barring the downstairs bathroom. So you'll probably have to keep the toddler upstairs. Oh, I don't know if I put a toddler potty in. You may also have to add a toddler potty. I'm acting like anyone's gonna download this. If you end up downloading it, you might have to add a toddler potty. And then here in a little bit, we're gonna head on over to the oldest daughter's room. That is Nora. And it's a very pink girly room. I'll tell you more about it once we get over there. Something I want to petition for, by the way, is more built-in tub shower combos. I feel like the ones we have never look right. I always want to use custom content showers. I mean, a couple of just like the standalone showers are nice, but as far as tub shower combos go, I could really use some different ones, and I think that's a pretty common sentiment. So, and I'd also like to petition for a whole bunch more clutter, because I used a whole lot of custom content clutter, and I like the way it looks, but I'd love to have some in-game. This shelf, I know it's a pretty common shelf, the MSP shelf, and I'm not really sure how to use it yet. As you can see, I'm pretty much failing at it, but I tried. I'm gonna keep using it and try and figure it out. We're just going back and adding some details to the bathrooms, lighting, trash cans, toilet paper rolls, all that jazz. And now this is Nora's room, and like I said, I imagine that she would be a ballerina. Obviously we can't be ballerinas in The Sims. Of course I would love that. But she just ends up with a pink girly, I want to say that she's like had this bedroom since she was a little girl, and she wanted like powder princess pink, and now she still has it as a teen and has just tried to like update it as she's gotten older. So she has like a fancy mirror. I tried to use the island living bed, but I didn't like how the curtains and the headboard were cutting off the window, so I do end up using a custom content bed. Oh, and another thing I want to petition for while we're on a roll are better bedside tables, because have you seen the size of those things in game? They're huge. So I use these custom content ones, and I don't like to size them down because then they look weird and nothing slots to them. So more bedside tables. Nora also has both a dressing table and makeup vanity, as well as a desk with a very bougie computer. So she's not hurting in the way of being spoiled either. I'm still just of the opinion that Nadia's the favorite. She's just gonna have some random clutter items. I even feel like in the same way of theming, this was like her more childhood bedroom. We're gonna put like a ballerina statue in the corner. I feel like that was probably like a gift from a grandparent or from her parent or something, so she kept it. There's even like a little craft project that I'm pretty sure she probably made as a kid, but it's just kept on a shelf, and she's tried to like shove it on a shelf, put it up there. Her mom won't let her get rid of it type thing. So that's where I'm going with those theming, like a little box of nail polish or maybe art supplies up there. And I just wanted to make sure that everything looked cluttered in a way that it wasn't overly messy or anything. That's like this whole house's vibe, and I'm pretty sure Shanna wouldn't enjoy any sort of messiness in this house. I imagine they have a maid, and based on the landscaping we're about to do outside, they almost certainly have a gardener that comes and does that for them. So I can't imagine that they're the type of people who keep a whole bunch of like messy stuff around. Oh, I do shove like a tiny little pride flag in the corner by her bed. I feel like she's like trying to figure out her sexuality and wanted to hide it from her mom and dad until she's like sure of what she wants. So there is a tiny little pride flag hidden by the bed. We're in her bathroom now, and like I said, this is where I want another Shub Tower combo. Like, I'm not happy with the colors we ended up with. Like, no one in this house would ever have a green tub, but all I wanted was a pink shower curtain because I feel like that's very on brand for Nora. But I couldn't do that unless we had this combo. So, I'm just saying, I'm throwing it out there. If anyone from the Sims gods are listening, that's what I want. She's also got this really nice, the bougie light up mirror. And we're gonna put like a little seat in by the window so that if she has friends over, they can hang out while they're doing their makeup or while they're talking about boys or anything like that. Oh, I also did make Nora a romantic sim, so I imagine that she's like very into her significant others. Maybe dates around a little bit. Maybe she's had a long time boyfriend but doesn't know if she wants to have a boyfriend. Who knows? That's just my canon. And then here in a minute we're going to switch over to the parents' bedroom, and boy did I have a lot of trouble decorating both their room and their bathroom. I think their bathroom took me the longest in this entire house. I couldn't figure out a way to configure it. I couldn't figure out the right layout for what I wanted. We ended up with something that was okay. It was alright, but it wasn't like exactly what I wanted. I ended up looking at a whole bunch of Pinterest pictures, of course. What else do you do while trying to design? But here we are. We are in the parents' bedroom. Like I said, I brought out a whole bunch of pictures and paintings. I feel like almost every picture or painting in the entire house was created by Shanna, so you can see maybe she went through like an abstract phase. There's a whole bunch of like just abstract CC pictures all over the place. Downstairs there's some pictures of a coral and seashells. I figured maybe she went through like a I lived on Sulani for my college getaway type mode, and she hasn't gotten rid of them. I also have their desks over there, and I originally made it a lot more cluttered and messy. Like, I felt like Craig's desk would have been kind of messy because he's athletic and always on the go. He probably has a pretty high-paying athletic job, whether I don't know what kind of sport, but who knows, maybe he's a personal trainer. So I made his desk like super messy, boxes, papers all over the place, and then hers was also a little messy, but I tried to clean it up. But then I realized that it didn't go with the aesthetic, you know? I don't think Shauna would have allowed it. I think she would have decided to clean it up and get Craig a better desk. And we're just throwing some decorations in. And here's that bathroom. Like I said, it's not like my ideal layout or anything. I couldn't figure out how to put both the shower, the type of shower I wanted, which was like the freestanding shower. I used the bathroom pack by Harry as well up here for that shower, and I really like how it looks. I just couldn't get it to blend in the way I wanted it to. So for skill building items in the house, we do have an easel, obviously, for Shauna. There is a treadmill upstairs. Downstairs there's going to be a weight machine and a yoga mat for Craig. We have a chess table. The kids have a dollhouse as well out here in the landing. There's also going to be some planter pots in the backyard. I feel like that's the only thing the gardener isn't allowed to touch, because maybe that's like Craig's pet project. He wanted to plant things. He wanted the kids to have the farm vibe. And maybe he grew up a little less affluent than they currently have, and he wanted the kids to know hard work and working with their hands, so we put some pots in the backyard. I actually really do like this tiny little powder room. I used some little towels in the basket. Kind of makes it look like, you know, there's extra towels, or maybe that should be toilet paper or whatever. But Shauna has a vanity as well, so I cluttered that up. We're just gonna throw some toiletries on the counter, a vase, some towels, all that jazz that you need in a bathroom. They do have a closet in this bedroom as well as Nora, but the other 2 bedrooms don't have closets. I just didn't feel like there was room or a good place to put it, so that is why there's no closets. I'm also gonna put like a little, I want to say like homework area or book bag area. You can see I'm cluttering it up now. Just a place for the kids to have like their bags, their papers for school, all kinds of stuff like that, or maybe just arts and crafts in one of them too. I feel like that would be a thing Shauna would do, would to be like, you kids need your own separate little spaces to keep your school stuff. And then I'm just fixing up the lighting up here, making sure the walls have adequate stuff on them. It was kind of hard to decorate in this hallway too. I didn't really know what to put. I didn't want to put a whole bunch of pictures or anything because it's just a hallway and it's kind of functional. They're going to be in there randomly, so didn't know what to do, but I just threw a couple pictures on there. We're just fixing up the outside as well, so we're doing the back porch, putting on some of the detailing on the house as well. And then we're going to do some landscaping. I wouldn't say landscaping is like my forte. I'm not that good at it, but I still think it looks pretty good in the end. Oh, another thing, if we're going to be petitioning The Sims for something, are better gates, because there are pretty much no gates that match these fences that can also be sized up to look like a car would go through it. I had so many issues trying to figure out which gate to put. That's pretty much the only one that looked okay, sized up enough that would look like a car could even remotely get through it. So, more gates, and gates that match the fences. I want to say that's all I'm asking for, but that's not true. I'm asking for a lot of things. I don't know. I almost would like cars back in The Sims. I never played The Sims 3. I only played The Sims 2 on console whenever I was a kid. But I have watched a lot of Sims 3 content, and I loved how you can like fix up the car and sell it and keep it in your garage and all that jazz. Even if we went back to The Sims 2 where like you get in it and you drive away, like that's all I need. I don't really need to like drive around in the car, you know? But it would be nice to have cars back just for the sake of realism, because I can make a garage all I want and size up some debug cars. But really, what's the point in the end when I can't even make like a real driveway that goes out to the street? That's all I'm saying. I can imagine this house probably costs a lot of money too. I didn't look at how much it costs, but I didn't use hardly any debug, and we all know landscaping is very expensive, especially if you don't use debug. So it's probably a pretty pricey house. And then I'm going to go around and obviously put in some plants. Later we'll do some terrain paint around them all to make it look a little realistic, put some dirt around them. I'm just putting hedges all the way around the house, and we've got, of course, the outside trash can over here. And then in the backyard, we're going to throw in some kids' items. We'll have a swing set. I can't remember if I kept in the slip and slide or not. I did put one in at one point, but I may have taken it back out. Oh, we have a slide. No, I'm pretty sure I took the slip and slide out. It took up too much room. We've got a bird feeder. They do have a hot tub. It's going to have like a neat little trellis over it, which ends up looking really cool. Yeah, but they do have a swing set, like I said, and then they're going to have some pots, some planter pots out here. And then on the back porch, that's where we're going to find the yoga mat, as well as the weight area, and then a little seating area, which is super cute. I want one of those. The plant was clipping through the wall, so I had to fix it. And then we're just gonna choose some little potted plants, super cute. I love white houses. I don't know if I could deal with that in real life because I would feel like it would get dirty, you know, and then I'd end up having to power wash it because of the way that I am. So I'm not sure if I could handle a white house in person, but boy does it look great in The Sims. We're coming to the end, so I hope you guys enjoyed this speed build. I'll have some pictures to show you what we ended up with for the downstairs, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Oh, subscribe to the channel if you'd like to. We're gonna have a lot more content like Planet Zoo, and I'm super excited, and some other challenges, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. Bye!